we enter into one of the most holy and sacred weeks in the Christian calendar, what we now call Holy Week, we want to help you prepare your heart, your mind, and your soul for what is to come on Easter Sunday. Each day leading up to Easter and on Easter Sunday, we are going to be following the traditional church Holy Week calendar and have a reading for each of the days. And today, we are going to be focusing on Spy Wednesday. Which kind of begs the question, why Spy Wednesday? Traditionally, Wednesday is the day that Judas Iscariot, one of Jesus' disciples, secretly conspired with the Jewish authorities to betray Jesus, ultimately leading to his arrest and then therefore his crucifixion. Now, we don't really have concrete evidence as to why, quote-unquote, Spy Wednesday became known as such, but Spy Wednesday is a solemn day in the Christian liturgical calendar as it marks the beginning of the events leading to the crucifixion of Jesus, which is commemorated on Good Friday. The account of Judas Iscariot beginning to start that whole progression and ultimately betraying Jesus is found in Matthew 26, Mark 14, and Luke 22. But since we've been in Matthew all week so far, let's continue reading in Matthew and read Matthew 26, verses 12. Actually, we're going to go back. We're going to go back a little bit. Matthew 26, verses 6, and then we'll end in verse 16. While Jesus was in Bethany at the house of Simon the leper, a woman approached him with an alabaster jar of very expensive perfume. She poured it on his head as he was reclining at the table. When the disciples saw it, they were indignant. "Why this waste?" they asked. "This might have been sold for a great deal and given to the poor." Aware of this, Jesus said to them, "Why are you bothering this woman? She has done a noble thing for me. You will always have the poor with you, but you do not always have me. By pouring this perfume on my body, she has prepared me for my burial. Truly, I will tell you, wherever this gospel is proclaimed in the whole world, what she has done will also be told in memory of her." Then one of the 12, the man named Judas Iscariot, went to the chief priests and said, "What are you willing to give me if I hand him over to you?" So they weighed out 30 pieces of silver for him, and from that time he started looking for a good opportunity to betray Jesus. You know, we often think about Judas as being both the biggest flop and honestly the worst of mankind, because who would actually betray Jesus? I mean, this man traveled with Jesus for 3 years full time. Like, he witnessed miracles, casting out of demons, calming of the waters, and even Jesus walking in on the water. In fact, he was actually sent out by Jesus to go do the ministry, which means that Judas himself healed the sick, took care of the poor, and worked so many miracles. So ultimately, the question is why would Judas betray Jesus? On the one hand, some people believe that because of God's sovereignty, Judas was created in order to betray Jesus. But just like all of us, he had a choice: follow Jesus or not follow Jesus. Today on Spy Wednesday, Judas sets out to betray Jesus. Did it have to happen this way? I mean, honestly, we don't know. What we do know is that Judas's life serves as a warning for us. As we end today's reading, I want to give you a few key takeaways, a few lessons that we can learn from Jesus. A few lessons that we can learn from Judas. Number 1, you can encounter Jesus, yet remain unchanged. Number 2, in the Christian life, you simply can't fake it until you make it, and it's not going to work out. Number 3, greed can overcome any one of us if we are not careful. And number 4, God will work all things together for good, for our own good, and ultimately for his own glory.